All right. Let's just give a review of our first performance. Not first performance. Our first watch in these seats. Like, I'll start. I think the way these sit, like my back right now, it feels sensational. I still have to sit in the L pose.
The tushability of these on my arms.
I agree.
Is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's warm. For me,
it's warm.
It's nice and warm and cozy.
Bro, we just got to try not to fall asleep here. Like,
no, we're not. We're not.
Sit up a little.
The aeronation of these softability of these cushions are
the convictulation of the manipulation.
The capitulations of the mitigations of the couches are really beautiful.
Nice one.
Oh, we also does your drink fit here?
Oh no, the bottle's way too big.
Same.
We need to get smaller drink bottles.
Yeah, we all got fat drink bottles.
Alright, nah, look at this.
That actually, wait.
I'm a bit cold with it, aren't I? Yeah, look at the sheep following the alpha.
Nah,
Shut up, buddy.
No 18-year-old is an alpha, buddy.
Yeah, just be quiet.
Just because you're tall doesn't mean you're
Zeke, but how old Zeke? He's an alpha, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you know, speaking of Zeke, Mr. Levi, he was a funny man. He said, you know how he was like...
Stop glaring at me.
Huh?
Oh,
no. Don't say my joke when you don't know what it is. You know how it was like, where Zeke's about to stay now, it's in the jungle? He's like, this is a good place for you. I like that.
Levi's actually one of my favourites.
Bro, he's comedic. Like
he's hilarious.
Funny,
but like, the straight face makes it more funny.
Because he never smiles.
I just need to see. Surely on YouTube, how long do you reckon a Levi smiling compilation would go for? Like 3 seconds.
Bro, there was that one smile he did.
Yeah, that's all I mean. That's all we've got.
Yeah, he did the one with Historia.
Bro, surely we get one more smile with him before the end.
That's the only one I remember.
Hopefully Levi doesn't like die or anything like at the end. I want to see him die with a nice smile. Like he's one of those characters where I just want to see like just the relief and be like, oh.
Finally, he's showing some emotions.
It also depends how it ends. If he's like the bad guy but goes out, it's a bit.
Yeah, that's true as well.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think Levi's gonna become a bad guy?
Bro, the way this show's going, he could be a Titan.
Bro,
we have no idea.
Shut up! No, that's a very immature comment. I think we've come too far ahead now.
Sorry, Dad.
To be making immature comments like that. I think.
What is bad and good?
Shut up.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out indeed.
He's preaching. Oh. New hair, Eren.
How are you so good? He's trying to convince himself, actually, maybe.
He's acting weird.
He looks so tall.
Looks huge.
Is she flirting with him?
Bro,
his hair looks hard like
bitter.
this.
Oh, I remember that on the table, yeah. Yeah, see, he hasn't been with them for a year.
Oh, kill me.
That's the girl with thing.
Yeah, she was there with Willy. Oh my god.
私も自分の子に託すように言われました。
なんとけなげなことでしょう。そして巨人大戦後、ヒーズル国は敗戦国として立場を追われ、その混乱の最中、将軍家の忘れがたみは
She's the heir to the throne.
されたのです。あなたは我々が失った
Holy shit.
Home.
ヒーズル国の希望です。
Five goose. Nah.
That's insane.
Pixie sparring. Why did he look like Megamind?
Yeah,
嬉しいんだよ。私たちは生まれのことで重い荷物を背負う者同士なんでしょ。ミカサが一緒ならこんなに頼もしい人いないよ。
本日は両国にとって歴史的な日です。
So she wasn't actually with Willie.
まずはこちらをご覧ください。あれ、ご存知でしたか。マーレの秘
Is
密は
that ODMG?
この立体起動装置はパラディ島で開発された巨人を殺す兵器です。私が個人的に調達したものです。
Oh, is that the one he grabbed from Mika?
Yeah.
こちらを差し上げます。
ジーク・イエーガーは自分の計画に協力するなら傾いた国家が大国に返り咲くほどの産業を手にするでしょうと提案してきたのです。
So they're after the fossil fuels.
Oh, it's just coming together in pieces.
アズマビトは金の匂いに鋭いから交渉はうまくいくってイエレナが言ってたな。
ご存知の通り、ジーク・イエーガーは秘策があると主張
Do you reckon she knows what it is?
I don't think so. She's just after money.
まず一つ目は地ならしの実験的活用。その力の一部を公開し、世界に破壊力を見せつけるのです。二つ目がヒーズルの介入。地ならしが必要なくなるまで、この島の軍事力を世界の水準並みに底上げすることが目的です。そしてその期間における始祖および王家の血を引く巨人両者の継続的な維持、これが3つ目の過程。ジークは獣の巨人を王家の血を引く者へ
So she does know the plan. Historia. Yeah. And that's why they feel guilty about Historia.
Yep.
わかりました。私は獣の巨人の継承を受け入れます。
That's why Zeke came to Paradise.
我々の存続に不可欠である以上。ヒストリア。
壁を破壊し蹂躙された挙句、家畜みてえに子供を産まされ殺されて、やっと生きることが許されるっていうのなら、俺はジーク・イエーガーの計画は到底受け入れられません。
That makes sense though.
地ならしの維持に我々の命運を委ねるのは危険です。残された時間の限り、あらゆる選択を模索するのが
This does not seem like the irrational error.
最善策ではないでしょうか。
He's just trying to protect Historia right now. That's why he's so.
Trying to find another way.
Yeah.
俺は潜水の巨人を食いました。この巨人の能力は地面から自在に硬質化を操り、武器でも何でも生み出せるわけ
He
です。
looks sick right now.
つまりどれだけ深く硬い地下に俺を幽閉しても無駄だってことです。俺はいつでも好きな時にここを出られる。つまり有事される。
Oh my.
He's turned evil now.
I actually kind of like.
This is the villain arc.
教えてくださいよ、ハンジさん。他のやり方があったら教えてくださいよ。
あんたの唯一の失策だ。なんで私なんか団長にしたんだろう。
Nah, trust yourself, man.
やっぱり俺たちの定義通り、ジークは島に着くなり巨人にしたヒストリア女王に食わせるべきだった。
女王には相手を選ぶ権利がある。誰の息もかかっていない相手であることは調査済みだろう。何年も顔を伏せたまま下働きを務める彼に気づいたのは女王の方からだった。
誰かが助言したんだ。妊娠しちまえば巨人にされずに済むと。
No, so the kid would know knows what it was.
あの女は一番イカれていて頭が切れる危険なやつだからな。
Are they gonna poison him?
これなら体も鍛えられるし島の開発も進むって。
確かに今はヒーズルからの回答を待つしかない
I
か。
think they're following Zeke's plan though. Kind of.
ヒーズルを介して
Aaron probably.
Mika.
それで地ならしに頼らずヒストリアが辛い目に遭わなくて済むんなら藁でもすがるしかねえよ。
お前ら図体ばかりでか
So this is a flashback now, right?
ヒーズ
Yeah,
ルを
look at his head.
Yeah,
たっ
yeah,
た
it's a
今
head.
アズマビトから返事が来た。
Azumabito.
ダメだった。ヒーズル国は取り付く島もないようだ。やはりヒーズルはパラディ島の資源を独占取引したいのだから。
どうしてみんなが平和になる道を考えられないんだ。
それはわからないからだと思う。私たちが何者かわからないから襲っている。
そう。 顔の見えない相手なんかを信用するわけにはいかないからね。だから会いに行こう。わからないものがあれば理解しに行けばいい。それが調査兵団だろ。
僕たちが平和を望んでいることを世界が知れば何かが変わるかもしれない。
もう少し時間があればな。
Yes, it's time. It's all
it's
about time.
Yeah, he's got that.
Just over 5
そろ
years.
そろ
Okay.
決めなきゃいけない。
私が引き継ぐ。
お前じゃダメだろ。
True. But you got Levi.
He was so quick on that, Jean.
Yeah, yeah, he wants it.
Like, he likes Mikasa as well.
Yeah.
お前のお下がりは気に入らねえな。実際俺以上の人材がいる。
そんなすげえやつを13年でミスしなすわけにいかねえだろ。アホか。エレンの巨人
Maybe this is Connie Springer's arc.
Shut up, buddy. We've been waiting for that for ages. Nothing's happening.
よくないですよ。あなたはバカなんですよ。
A buzzed attack Titan would look hard as well.
私が
They've all gone around.
実戦経験があって信頼できるのも私たちくらいなら。
いや、だからバカには任せられないって。
He's still thinking about that.
お前は俺よりもバカなんだから。
Why is he staring at her like that?
He's serious, man.
俺はお前らに継承させるつもりはない。
なんでだ。
お前らが大事だからだ。他の誰よりも。だから、長生きしてほしい。
Do you reckon that's up to him to decide though?
What a beautiful scene.
They're all, yeah, they're all lost at words.
Golden hour.
Lutia?
ジークの思惑が確定していない以上、俺たちは危険な状態にあるんだ。そして突然ジークの計画に乗ったエレン。
もしあいつが俺たちじゃなく、腹違いの兄貴の方につくことがあるんだ。
I love it, he doesn't say Zeke, his half brother.
どうする
俺たちは奴を切る覚悟をしておく必要がある。
の。そんなことさ
Oh,
せ
Bro,
ない。
see?
You're playing with fire.
I was mentioning this in the last discussion.
Nah, she'll never let anything happen to him.
エレンは誰よりも私たちを思っている。
Yeah, she said it 2 years ago.
分かっているはず。
Things changed in 2 years, right?
It's almost like she can't believe it.
See, he didn't have that reaction though.
Yeah.
私たち以外の外部にきっとその思いが強すぎ
He's
る。
just trying to justify
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Defending.
かつてのあいつはいくらお前が強くても前線から
Yeah,
遠
you
ざ
guys
けよう
talked
と
about
す
this.
る
Yeah.
Exactly.
だがアルミンに軍港を破壊させ
Yeah.
お前を戦場に呼んだ。
実際、私たちが行かなければ何もできなかった。
サシャが死ぬこともなかっただろう
Yeah, blaming it on him now, low key.
な。サシャが死んだ
Facts, he did absolutely nothing.
涙を
Or
流
is
し
the
たと思う。
turning point?
No, he
悔し
did.
がったと思うか。
No, he didn't.
5人よせ。
洗いやがった。説明してくれよ、ミカサ。なんでエレンは笑ったのか。エレンのことは何でもわかるんだろう。
巨人化の薬を入手した兵団には選択肢がある。まさか信頼できる他の誰かを巨人にしてエレンの子孫を継承する選択だ。
Alright, wait. So, you know the Historia part where. So she got someone. She's got pregnant, but
Yeah, she got pregnant.
she got pregnant.
Was that was 2 years ago? No, that was now. That was
No,
now.
that's
Sorry,
now.
that's sorry. That's now because they delayed Zeke. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's now.
And you know, I was a little bit not fully didn't fully understand. So they kind of know Zeke's secret plan now.
Yeah.
Who?
Because what the Hiruzen presented to them was
Yeah.
Zeke's plan, the
Yeah.
parodies,
Yeah.
this and that.
I
Yeah,
think-
no, I'm talking about so that lady who made Mikasa the
Akamuto.
Akabuto.
Yeah,
What was she like?
insinuating?
What was she kind of saying?
I was confused with that.
No, so I think the way I perceived it as
Yeah.
that's this nation, right? That she gave the backstory or whatever, right? I think that's Orientals.
That's Oriental.
That's
yeah.
Oriental.
We know that
We
because
know-
yeah,
Mikasa's
That's
mum.
Mikasa's
Mikasa's mum, yeah,
and so
we know
she's like the heir, basically. She's the shogunette, right?
Who Mikasa's?
No.
She's the descendant of the like long lost child or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She's the heir to the throne, basically, right?
Yeah.
And So it's like, but when there's no heir, someone's gonna run the country basically, right?
Yeah.
And this lady, whatever,
Yeah.
she's probably running the country, but
Yep.
she doesn't care as an heir, right? She doesn't care about the people and all that.
Yeah.
She's probably money hungry. And remember what Yelena said to Hanji and what she was thinking? It's, Yelena said that the Hiruzen people or money, like this conversation would go easy because it's all about money.
Yeah.
Right? So for them, they only care about that ice burst stardust thing that Zeke told them about, right?
Yeah.
That fossil fuel.
Yeah.
So they only care about Paradise for that. They actually don't care about Mikasa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They want they want the resource that Paradise has to offer.
So then they can trade with other countries.
And that's
and
why
make the
Eren
money
was like, why are we just resources? Are we just?
And then that's why when
Okay.
when Hiruzen was talking, when they were talking to Hiruzen, and they're like, we can only trade to that country, right?
Yeah.
It's because they want all the fossil fuels. Then they're the ones who are going to be the distribution.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah. Then they have the
But
power.
Paradise, I think, wants to be the distributor so they can be peaceful. So
Yeah,
everyone
they
can
give
see.
everyone. That's why they're on the
Because
train going.
they have control of what everyone wants.
Yeah.
And they're the ones.
So it's like kind of like Armin's plan is let's talk to them, let's settle that. But
Yeah,
Eren
exactly.
also thought that way as well. That's the thing. Eren wanted a different option. He doesn't want to do this rumbling. He doesn't want the Historia. He wants this different option.
With
One of the
that,
options.
how did you guys perceive that Hanji and Eren scene? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say
That's crazy.
the biggest thing there is that's not the Eren I've known. Like for me, my perception of Eren in this season have changed the most out of any season so far.
You know one thing I will say? It's what he said back in like season 1.
Yeah.
Do you remember he said Eren's gonna get this power, he's gonna learn how to control it, then he's gonna split ways from the Survey Corps?
Yeah.
You said this in season 1. That's kind of what we're seeing right now. It's like he's realizing he doesn't really need the Survey Corps.
did you guys not think like, what are you gonna say? Say yours first.
I was gonna say, so with that, I think I'll talk from Hanji's perspective. I think you know how she kind of made a light-hearted joke out of it. She was like, the perv or whatever. But I think so she doesn't actually know what to do either, and Eren is just being like, I know you don't know what to do, so let me do my thing and just trust me on it. Yeah. And they're kind of like,
just follow me.
Didn't you think Eren like? Sort of like grabbing her and saying, what do you have up your sleeve? Don't you think that was a little bit desperate as well? He's like, if you have another way, please tell me. Like,
exactly.
Yeah,
and that's why, do you know the whole thing of just looking at the mirror and him saying fight?
It's trying to convince himself.
She's trying to convince himself as well, because it's like, all right, these guys who I've relied on for these 3 seasons to come up with the plan, they can't think of anything, and I've got all this power, and I've got to think about it, and my power is I'm stronger than everyone. So I have to utilize a fight.
But you know what I also think it is?
No, yeah.
In that scene, she brought up Historia. As soon as Historia was brought up, it like hit a nerve for him
Guilt,
almost.
because now,
It literally hit a nerve for him, and that's when he kind of flipped on her.
It's almost like he's getting detached away from his humane side. Like he's so focused on what he wants that now it's like even the people around him are like not sure about his intentions now. For example, like even in the scenes where he was put into prison, he would be like he'd respect like his respect and admiration for Levi and stuff. He wouldn't say things like, I can just break this prison, I don't really care, whatever. Like that coming out was almost telling to the fact that like this structure, he doesn't care about this Survey Corps structure. He doesn't care. He just wants to execute the mission. That's
remember the last time he was locked up, how different it was.
Exactly. He respected it. He's like
and
his
Levi
admiration
said,
for
I'll
Levi.
kick you if you come out and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
But now it's almost like he doesn't even...
But one thing I will say as well, right? If they've truly exhausted everything, why... I'm more inclined to be on Eren's side of things, right?
Yeah.
Why are his friends then not realizing that he's trying to do everything? Why can they... I know it's a difficult thing, but do they not want to change their perspective as well and look at what he's seeing?
What my perception on this is, right, is there's 2 things. They're victims of war. The Paradise people, they're victims of war, which is why they retaliate, right? But the extent to which you retaliate, right? Them being the perpetrators now, because they're almost perpetrators. Them being the perpetrators, to what extent are they gonna go to, for the price of freedom?
It's
like
beautiful.
What extent are we going to?
You know how you said they're victims of war?
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. I don't care. I don't think it's in the sense that them going perpetrating and all this. I think because they're victims of war, Eren's the only one who has more of a vengeance side of things. Because they're victims of war, right? They don't really want to go and inflict the same damage on the other side. They're more on the peaceful side of things.
Yeah, because it's a cycle at the end of the day.
Exactly.
If they do that, it just comes
They continue the cycle. It doesn't stop.
If you think about Marley, right? We don't know what's actually true, but they said the Eldians ruled over them and all this stuff. So it's like same thing happened to them. So you can say they're retaliating.
Exactly. And you know what I think that comes down to as well in the present, right? You know how they're talking about this. I think you know how they're going on the train to Mali right now 2 years ago. I think that also awoke things for them, right? Because none of them were with Eren in the present when he was the one attacking. They kind of just followed him to save him, right? They didn't actually want to attack Marley.
Yeah.
It was more so, I think this trip they're going on to Marley 2 years ago, I think that's going to help them open their perspective. Because Eren's seen the memories, right?
Yeah.
Eren's seen how Grisha lived and all these things. But I think when they go to Marley, they're going to be like, oh, these guys are just like us almost. I think it's going to be like a revelation for them in that sense.
You know what their intentions are though, right? They're trying to like
get in.
They tell people
they're trying to show like
we're peaceful. We're peaceful.
But here's the thing. Their notion here is to have peace now. Like for example, Armin, Mikasa, these guys.
Even
Armin specific. I don't know about Eren though.
Are you talking about in the present or 2 years ago?
I'm talking about in the present right now. Like what it seems like for me with Armin and these guys, they want to just stop. They want to stop this mess right now. They want to stop being perpetrators of war. They were victims. They retaliated. Now let's just stop. Let's not go to that extent. What Eren wants to do is fully just like fire up the whole forest and just ruin everything.
So
you're sort of looking from his perspective.
No. That's what I think. You know how in that discussion with all of them in that room, and Armin was just like, oh wait, let's all settle down. Let me and Mikasa talk to him, because I don't think they've actually understood Eren's perspective right now. I think they're just going based off they're in an emotional state right now because Sasha's dead, right? But I think Eren is still doing. That's why they gave the 2 year flashback of Eren still saying, "You guys are actually the people I care about the most," right? So I think he's still doing it for all of them, but I don't think they understand because the way he's doing it is a little bit discombobulated.
No, but I think it's not like, for example, him putting Mikasa on the front lines in that war, right? Like you know how they said, I think it was Jean or no Connie. Connie said, like he would never put you in that position. He'd defend you, especially with something that's like the Marleans, who they have no idea about their artillery or any of that properly. Anyway,
I think
so. He put Mikasa in that situation.
I agree with that.
And I'm like, he wouldn't do that. Like
also on that point, you know how he said he was laughing at Sasha's death. Yeah. How did you guys perceive that?
I don't know. It's something wrong with me.
To be fair, he did that with Harness as well. He was laughing a little bit. Like,
was that laughing?
It's a coping mechanism.
It's coping. I think it's.
Wait.
But you know that whole Mikasa. I don't agree with that. You guys agree with how he's putting Mikasa and stuff on the front line.
No, I think
wait. I think he's tried for so long to not put her on the front and say like no. But she's the greatest fighter. She's one of the greatest fighters. I think now it's just evolution. It's like he understood to beat this thing, he needs them. So
you think he's misunderstood more than he's changed?
I think what Mikasa said was he put his trust in us. Like he trusts us.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's gone to a point. It's like I can't keep like doing my same old activities and saying no, don't do it, but they're still gonna go anyway. So now it's like, all right, to beat this, I'm just gonna bring them on my team, sort of thing.
I think
he's misunderstood.
I just see things differently. I think it's changed more than misunderstanding.
I think he misunderstood. Eren is misunderstood.
I think he's misunderstood as well. That's I think they're not misunderstood. They're just not seeing his perspective. Like they could still be right? But they're just not seeing his perspective of things.
The icing on the cake for me was how he dealt with Hanji. That was like...
No, that was actually what made me more sure that he's misunderstood. What? Because Hanji then said, why did Erwin make me the commander? Because
she was questioning herself.
She was questioning herself because she doesn't even know.
This is a wake-up call.
These guys...
Hold on, what does this have to do with Eren? What does this have to do with Eren?
No, what I said, like, didn't he seem very desperate in that situation where he's like, oh, if there's another way, tell me, because he doesn't see another way.
Because she doesn't know
this is what you're meant to be. You're a commander. Please figure something out.
He doesn't see another choice.
Exactly.
So he's like, oh, like, please, like, give me something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but instead of trying to work it out collectively, he's just going out.
He's desperate.
Because he's realised these guys don't know. That's where I said it. Like back when he was getting trained by Levi and stuff, I was like, this man has a Titans, the powers. These other people, they don't understand him, except maybe Armin now.
All I'm saying is humane side is I can't see much of it.
Wait, can I? But like, I also think they don't understand the extent of the situation they're in as well, right? Because Eren's seen what they've done to Paradise. Even they've seen what they've done to Paradise, but I don't think they've actually truly grasped the magnitude of like how much people truly hate them around the world, right?
Yeah.
I think Eren's just trying to get him out of that. Like, he's doing all this for them, right? They can't, like, see that.
That's what I kind
of
see.
I don't know if he's doing it
I don't know why, but I kind of see what I kind of see happening right now is a little bit of Eren. This disconnection between the group is going to continue to go, and Eren's going to do something, but he's going to take an action similar to Erwin. He's going to sacrifice himself, where these guys are going to realize, oh shit, so this whole time he was actually doing it for us.
Maybe. I see things differently.
I think that's my speculation, but we'll see.